Hi everyone, welcome back. This is AC taking you through Divinity, Original Sin. We're still here in Silverglen. So now we're here, let's take a look around the town. There's a few things to do.
Psst! Over here, Hunter.
Oh look.
It's me, Arbu.
It's Ahu. What's he doing here? Let's talk to the cat.
Source Hunter. You've made it into the hamlet of Silverglen, I see. Unnerving spot, don't you find? Leandra has fashioned herself a hero here, but the townsfolk don't seem to know the truth behind the conduit, though they call themselves Immaculates.
What do you make of these Immaculates?
They're thick as trout, if you ask me, and unnaturally obsessed with ancient teachings. I haven't seen Leandra here myself, but she must have put on quite a show of magical mastery to enthrall a crowd of shaggy miners. To have them hop on the bandwagon of a shadowy religion wholly alien to them.
Which ancient teachings do you mean?
Haven't you heard them whisper of the blood? How their eyes shine when they discuss certain stellar stones? Star stones, of course, which drenched in blood become bloodstones and are used in healing rituals. Now, I can see how it could be a fantastic thing to nurse a dying human back to health, if all it takes is to sacrifice a toad. But I spy bloodlust in these people's eyes. A bloodlust that goes beyond the usual meaning of the word. They all act like they're following a benign goddess that will lead them to paradise. But I'll be a dappled Dalmatian if any of that is true.
Since you've been scouting the place, perhaps you can tell me where I should start looking for shady goings-on?
I've been shadowing the local priest, a man by the name of Loic. I have the feeling he knows more than most in Silverglen, for I've followed him in the night when he meets with cloaked strangers, and goblins even. Mangoth, Hyberheim, of strange things I've heard him whisper. Yes, this priest has shady goings-on written all over that smug, holier-than-thou face of his. But we must start at the beginning, Source Hunter. The White Witch is still at large. If we want to get to the true heart of Leandra's doings, we must start with her sister. And she's far likelier to be in her cabin among the trees than here among Leandra's followers.
Why are you walking around Silverglen in your cat form?
The advantage of being a puss, my friend, is that one can pussyfoot. A white-haired wizard draws attention, but a cat can move about unnoticed and, indeed, unseen. Not that I'm not extra wary of these bloodsuckers, though. There's a conspicuous absence of pets in this eerie little town. The Immaculate's presence here is highly disconcerting. But we mustn't lose sight of our mission, Source Hunter. The White Witch resides somewhere in the wilds of the surrounding forest, and we must find her.
Okay. So there's a couple of things over here. Pick up some side quests.
What news from the mines?
No news, sir. Goblins will slice us to ribbons if we approach the bridge.
Unacceptable. I want those goblins out of my mind by yesterday. Send another man. As many as it takes.
We haven't enough men among us to take on even a few of them, sir.
Are you deaf? I said I want those goblins out. Make it happen, even if you have to spear Drexus yourself.
What's going on here then, guys?
Source hunter, are you? What brings you to this neck of the woods? The goblins? The orcs? The cult? Or the whole pretty bouquet?
Tell me about yourself.
Don't be surprised if you hear more than a few unkind words about yours truly around town. An overseer's got to enforce his share of unpopular guild decisions, you know. I'm finished with this one pony rodeo, though. I did my best by these roughnecks. And now it's time for old Brandon to take a load off. In fact, you might be able to help speed my retirement plan along.
Oh, really? Let's hear the details.
Let's hear the details.
I must say I'm also intrigued.
I knew a source hunter'd perk up at the sound of a challenge.
Let's discuss your retirement plan.
Between you and me, the Troll King's sitting on a piece of treasure of more value than even he knows. A metal called tenebrium that can fetch a prettier sum than its weight in gold. I intend to lift it, sell it, and live out the rest of me days in comfort. The devil's in the details, though, and I haven't managed to find a way to access the King's Cave, much less make off with the stuff without being noticed. But you're a source hunter. You can sniff out any point of mystery. So let's make a deal, You find the tenebrium and bring it to me, and I'll deliver you a few pieces of information about Silverglen, and Lawrence in particular, that are sure to make your mouth water. I wouldn't wish the wrath on me worst enemy, though. So let me give you a little something to contain the tenebrium bars. It's lined with the fragments of a special stone that keeps rats' ill effects at bay.
Tell me more about the Troll King.
Apart from Gungir's stature and incurable case of the uglies, he's not so different from a parakeet. Got a brain the size of a pea, and a fervent passion for all things bright and shiny. The nutty oaf sits on a river of silver beneath these mines, but leases it to the mining company for a fraction of its worth in gold. He'd rather put those hefty minions of his on toll duty than mine these hills himself for 5 times the reward. I can't be certain myself where his cave is located, but at least one of those oaf lackeys of his must know where to look. They've got to do something with all the gold they've gathered in the course of guarding those damned bridges, haven't they?
I'd like to ask you some further questions.
I'm no man to refuse a source hunter. Ask away, friend.
Can you tell me about tenebrium?
A strange sort of substance, discovered here around 2 years ago, and folks have been clamouring to get their paws on the rancid stuff ever since. To the right buyer, it's worth more than diamonds.
So we have to bring him some.
Well, kick my cap and call me Sue. Taking hats from back dealers, are we? God's almighty.
Your squawking is so much like an angry mockingbird's.
So who's this Lawrence guy?
A source hunter. My liege I am at your disposal. I am Lawrence, a representative of a mining guild responsible for operations in Silverglen. Please, valiant hunter, let us know how we can assist you.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I am no one special. Merely a humble servant of the guild and shepherd to the happy flock of miners within this settlement. My only cause for complaint, Your Grace, are these awful goblins. They're starving us out, refusing even a single honest miner his right to work. Perhaps, my most upright Highness, you might be able to help us with this little problem.
Oh, really? Let's discuss your trouble in the mines.
You must forgive me if I become somewhat overcome when discussing it, my liege. To think how I've been betrayed. To think how the humble miners of Silverglen suffer. I invited a tribe of goblins to assist us in clearing the tenebrium from our mine, you see. The leader of the troop, a certain spitting Satan named Drexis, promised to clear the tenebrium and be gone. When the job was done, though, he and his band of totem-brain fiends refused to vacate. They've kept close guard of the bridges to the mine since, and they'll slice whoever dares approach them into ribbons. These goblins follow Drexis like lemmings, Your Grace, and if only I could undo the traitor, they'd slither back to the swamp they crawled from. Drexis's head on my mantle would save countless miners from a slow starvation, my liege. What's one goblin over countless disenfranchised workers?
I'd like to ask you some further questions.
Please, Your Grace, I am completely at your disposal.
Tell me about the goblins.
Those brutes! I invited them here to save our valued miners from the ill effects of clearing Tenebrium, and those interlopers met my invitation with a hostile takeover. They haven't allowed a single human miner past them in months, and meanwhile my men have all but forgotten their vocation and turned instead to their damned religion.
Let's go. So we got to deal with goblins in his mine. What do you want to say, Medora?
I don't mean to make trouble where there ain't any, comrade, but in my years of hunting source, I learned that anyone so eager to climb into your lap after a moment's meeting is hiding something they hope you won't discover. I'm not saying this Lawrence character is involved in sorcery, but it wouldn't exactly surprise me a lick to find out he knows more than he's letting on.
Your paranoia becomes increasingly tiresome by the day, Medora. Indeed, this sort of baseless suspicion does nothing for our investigation.
Oh, old Medora must be gone mad, mustn't she? Tie her up and carve her away. Straight to the loony bin. Post haste, the paranoid old fool. I never once acted outside of my best judgment, comrade. I've made my share of mistakes, from the trifling to the grave. But I promise you this. I'd rather be overly suspicious all day, every day, than let a single piece of evidence slip through my notice.
So we need her to be forgiving.
I'm aching to show
You believe in the
moments
gods,
together.
baby, because you're the answer to all my prayers.
What's going on here? Ramon?
Did the sun come out, or did you just smile at me?
And who might you be?
Me? I'm Ramon! I may not be a genie, but rub me right and I'll make your dreams come true.
What would some quality time with you cost me?
Even true love has a price, angel face. Luckily for you, that price is but 250 golden coins. Fine. Break my heart. At least I'll go to heaven and see you there.
Mind if I ask you some questions?
No questions, please. Ramon does not ponder. He does not wonder. He only loves.
So why can't we do that?
Amazing. Up for a little roll in the hay.
Oh, year.
Not today, Ramon.
I think we don't have enough money.
Goddess greetings, friend. Her greatness gave us fire, her greatness gave us earth, and my savvy brings you spells at the best rate in town. Come, give me your best offer.
We need 250. What do we have to sell? We've got 900 now.
Do you believe in the gods? Aren't your feet tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
What would some quality time with you cost me?
Darling.
Even true love has a price, angel face. Luckily for you, that price is but 250 golden coins.
That seems reasonable.
So it is. But let's make sure there's a fireman standing by. Because, baby, you are smoking.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Seems a bit suspicious.
Okay, yes. shorter. Stop it! Freeze it! Stop talking, naughty princess! Leave me alone!
Something's going on in there we should deal with in a minute. Now, I'll just let you know that this is a trap. So you have to leave your group outside.
Go, you little monster! Away with you!
There you are, Cuddles. Oh, where have you been all my life?
Let us begin.
Well, it seems I've got you right where I want you, darling. If you're ready to begin, I'll start by stripping you down. I want to see you in the raw. How does that sound?
I'm ready if you are, lover boy.
Ready and eager. Well, the question is, are you ready, Source Hunter? Are you prepared to face the repercussions of your heinous crimes against the goddess?
So here we need to get our team
The fuse is getting shorter.
ready.
Stop it! Freeze it!
Because it's about to go down. Guys, come over here.
She delivered us from rot and from all that is unholy in this cruel world. She of the source, and you would have her head, would you not? You've trained all your life to seek out and destroy that great power. Destroyer of source, defiler of all that is holy, face your judgment in the name of the conduit.
This guy's lost his mind.
Stand still, lost one. I fear this might hurt quite a bit.
Please, somebody
I
do
wouldn't
something!
complicate
Throw
things
a bucket
by
of water over the
thrashing
damn
about.
thing.
Yeah, so we've got to get in there quick because she's completely naked now. No armour. He's kind of cheating a little bit, or, you know, being cheesy.
Stop it! Freeze it!
But can't take any risks. Have to protect my people. So let's deal with him quick.
Let me go, you little monster! Away with you!
Shouldn't take long. Scarlet, you just wait there.
Please, somebody do something! Throw a bucket of water over the damn thing!
We're coming, hold on. We've got this problem to deal with first.
God, the fuse is getting shorter! Stop it! Freeze it! Stop talking, naughty princess!
Okay, not too bad. So you can just get your stuff from there. You can get the stuff back from here. So another chest here. Let's just re-equip quickly.
Please, somebody do something! Throw a bucket of water over the damn thing! God, the fuse is getting shorter!
So let's help these guys out.
Stop talking, naughty princess! Leave me alone, or
Calm down, we're not coming any closer. Let's just talk about this.
Calm down. We're not coming any closer. Let's just talk about this.
Yes, don't worry, miss. We'll get you out of this fix somehow.
No fox, shoot, or picky boom. Last warning, or picky boom.
Okay, so we've got to help her without going inside. So if my team stop following me, I think just a freezing arrow should deal with it.
A chilling kiss from afar.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You saved my life. It was that cur of a Frederick that did this to me. He locked me in here with that ridiculous creature. Dear me, I need to get out of this room. Yes, I'll go downstairs to catch a breath of fresh air, but do come and talk to me again if you want to hear more about what transpired here. My thanks once more, sweet hero.
Nice, reputation up. Just stuff to sell, nothing important. So what was going on in there? So you can find her here by the fire. Bonnie.
Oh, my hero. My heart is still racing. That little monster's face haunts me every time I so much as blink.
Tell me about yourself.
Bonnie's my name, and I am, or rather I was, a lover for hire. Folks would come to me when they were in need of some company, conversation and more intimate desires. But this fiasco has put an end to it. I'll never set another foot into a client's room, not on my life.
Let's discuss this Frederick fellow.
Yes?
Why would he lock you in a room with a bomb?
Search me. He's a regular of mine. With rather eccentric tastes, I might add. He always wants me to wear a grey wig, for example, and walk with a cane. But I digress. Anyway, he recently spent the night again, and I couldn't sleep because of his muttering. He talked something awful all through the night. In the morning, I told him he had gone on and on about some Meridino character and a supposedly secret treasure lair somewhere in the woods. Next thing I knew, he flew into a rage, said the treasure was his and his alone, and that I was nothing but a meddling care. I was just about to let him know I won't stand for such language when he pulled that monster of a bicky out of his satchel and told the little gnome to guard the princess and to go boom if I tried to escape. I spent hours of horrid fear up in that room until you saved me.
What can you tell me about this town?
Nothing much, I'm afraid, but go ahead. I'll answer what I can.
So I suppose you're not an immaculate?
I haven't been immaculate for a long time now, darling. And if I see what passes for immaculate here in town, I don't want to join the club anew either. Give me fun, not fanaticism. Give me zeal, not zealotry. These people, I honestly don't know what has gotten into them.
Do you like it here in Silverglen?
I used to, you know. Merchants came and went. They paid well and gave me gifts. Fewer and fewer of them travel here now because of the undead around Seal and the goblins holed up in the mines. Times are hard for a working girl, to tell you the truth. But where would I go? There's danger to be found everywhere these days. These bedeviled days.
So that's Bonnie's story. The rest of these guys just normal small talk.
Well, they say a witch lives in the woods east of here, but I've never seen her myself. One day the conduit will smite her.
Yeah, I think there's nothing important here.
I traded my pickaxe for a bloodstone, and you'll do the same if you know what's good for you.
These guys sell some items. skill books and stuff. And the lady over here is witchcraft.
Quite a fine skeleton beneath that hide of yours, isn't there? Yes, a lovely, sturdy thing. I bet it'll last 100 generations, if treated properly.
Oh, this would be good for Scarlet, but she doesn't have a high witchcraft skill. I'll think about that.
Wish to don't have that distinct underside of a bridge aroma.
Better that than reeking of fresh blood.
Conduit's grace upon you, friend. Seek her, and you shall find salvation.
So I think we're done here picking up side quests. I think there's one
Stay
more.
a while, darling. I just know I could take you on a wild ride if you let me.
So we can talk to Ruby next. So guys, thanks for watching. We're almost done in Silverglen, and we'll look outside the town, see what's going on. So if you're enjoying the videos, please hit the like button and subscribe if you'd like to help the channel grow. But until next time, thanks guys.